Welcome to Action Hour. I'm Lindsey Baker. Brazil rainforests encompass the largest part of the size of the United States, is equal to what the size of the rainforest is. And so far, due to man-made devastation and deforestation, we have lost the size of the state of California. Watch this.
Brazil's Amazonian rainforest is the most precious ecosystem on the planet, vital for combating climate change. By the time the world began to acknowledge that fact 2 decades ago, vast tracts had been lost to illegal logging, cattle ranching and soy farms. Now, under Brazil's right-wing president Jair Bolsonaro, the rainforest is again being decimated at an alarming rate.
I'm here today with an award-winning journalist from Brazil, Silvana Andrade, and she also is the founder of ANDA, Latin America's first animal rights news agency. Thank you for being here. I want to play another clip, Silvana, and then we will talk about it.
The Amazon is the largest tropical rainforest in the world. At over 6 million square kilometers, the Amazon basin and the tropical forests that it holds are about the same size as the entire continental United States, home to millions of people and tens of thousands of species.
Wow. When I started to learn about all this and where it's gone from the last time you've been here, by the way, thank you for being here today. And I wanted you to just kind of give us an overall view of what happened. We last met with you before COVID-19. What has happened since in the country? Talk about the president, etc.
Good afternoon from Brazil. It's a huge pleasure being here with you, talking about an important subject. Well, we had hard times, tough times with Bolsonaro government. Since 2019, we had problems in all areas in this country, especially environment.
Sorry, go ahead. I thought you were.
Okay, we had like destructions in all our ecosystems, Amazon forest, Pantanal, everywhere under Bolsonaro government. So now Lula is, you were showing him, he's trying to do good things and help environment, indigenous people, health, public health, things like that, because many things we need to do in Brazil. We don't have money for public health, for environment, for education, public education, and all areas. So
I'd like to show a clip and then we'll talk about the Yanomami situation.
These pictures from a few years ago show the Yanomami people living their traditional lives in villages deep in the Amazon. But these images do not reflect their story today. These photos distributed over the last couple of weeks provide a more accurate and tragic portrait of the problems facing Yanomami communities amid growing malnutrition, rise in infant mortality and many other health problems. The current government of Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva points to an explosive expansion of illegal mining operations during the administration of former President Jair Bolsonaro as the root cause of the tragedy.
Yes, the people say, and the new president has been quoted by the Catholic Register that this was a genocide in Yanomami.
Yes.
And you were telling me off camera. Go ahead and explain what happened under Bolsonaro.
In the last 4 years, almost 600 indigenous children died from starvation, malnutrition, and other health, problem health. just because Bolsonaro, he knew that the Yanomami people were dying from dying
They were
from
dying
hunger.
from hunger
Yeah,
and
dying from
medical
hunger.
care. And there
And
were actually 99 Yanomami children under the
yeah,
age of 5 that
but
died in
yeah,
2022 alone.
yeah, but it's worse because he knew and he cut off food to them, vaccination to them, medication for them. So it's worse than you can see or by the media. So Bolsonaro needs to be judged in the court, in the international court, for a crime of humanity. You know,
Right.
he's
Right.
very
Let's watch another
evil.
clip. Yes, I understand that people feel that way.
When the gold miners arrive near an indigenous community, they have a negative impact. The indigenous people begin to rely on them for food, but also find alcohol, drugs, prostitution. And the mining activities destroy the environment, and the indigenous can't even go back to cultivate their crops and feed from the river fish.
Justice Minister Flávio Dino ordered the federal police to investigate whether the Bolsonaro government committed genocide, intentionally withholding assistance to the Yanomami, an accusation raised by many indigenous affairs experts and activists in Brazil.
Wow, there it is right there from another source.
Yeah, and the women were raped.
Sexually assaulted.
You know,
Sure,
yeah,
not just the women.
sexual assault. You
They
know,
don't usually stop with the women when they're doing atrocities. They was to the children.
Yeah.
I mean, it's horrific. That was another. I wanted to actually show another clip here about
We had a
it.
lot of alerts. We had alerts from indigenous associations, from federal prosecutors. Even the Supreme Court ordered the government to remove the gold miners, but they did nothing. On the contrary, the previous government said everything was all right.
The Yanomami tragedy is an opportunity for the government of Lula da Silva to make good on its promise to take the demands and needs of Brazil's indigenous peoples seriously. Hopes are the new government's attention to the Yanomami will continue long-term and well beyond a temporary emergency operation.
We had a lot of alerts.
I feel emotional when I see these images, you know, because I really know what they are still suffering because of Bolsonaro.
Right. And they say that the people are just up in arms, and they have one representative in the congressional.
Yes, yeah.
Only, and when there was a hearing, only 3 members of your congressional group, the Congress or the House, I'm not sure which, showed up. So that's how little concern there is for these people. And we always hear them saying, oh, you know, it's the animals. I mean, people that are ignorant about the Amazon alone, we are destroying ourselves. And it's going to come down the line, folks. It's going to start with the people that are least advantaged. And we're going to get the climate change. We're going to get all of this. We have to take action. Do you agree with that, Silvana? I know you do. Please go into detail.
Yes, and I just want to say one thing before talking about. I ask people from US, don't buy gold from Brazil, because gold from Brazil means destruction, death, deforestation, corruption, a lot of things. It's just suffering, you know, and exploitation. So we don't need gold to use gold, especially from here. So we have many things to do in Brazil, especially Lula, you know, because the destructions were like huge, absolutely huge, especially in indigenous lands or indigenous peoples.
Talk a little bit about what that would be, the destruction. Describe it a little more. We know it's because they want to mine the gold.
Okay.
Just let me finish. Sorry. It's also
Okay, during
so we
okay
want to
during
know that.
sorry
Yeah. We just
during
want to make sure that
Bolsonaro, yeah, during Bolsonaro government, sorry, 800% of gold miners increased, you know, by invasions, deforestations, and we lost a huge area from Amazon forest and from Pantanal because of them, because of miners and cattle, livestock. They contribute a lot to this destruction, and when they were putting fire in the forest in the north of Brazil, we were feeling the consequences here in Sao Paulo.
I have another video that shows that. Let's go ahead and show that.
Sao Paulo, Brazil. By 3 p.m., the city is smothered by black clouds of smoke. Scientists eventually discover the cause. Fires raging in the far north of the country, thousands of miles away in the Amazon rainforest. Official figures show more than 87,000 Amazonian fires are recorded in Brazil. These fires destroyed 10,000 square kilometers of the Amazon in 2019. While the Brazilian government fails to act.
Now, this video was before Lulu took over, correct?
Yeah,
because as
correct.
we know, he took over January 1st. We want to make sure people know that. And how confident are you that he will make changes?
I'm totally confident, but I'm not sure if he will get, because Brazil is completely destroyed. But he's trying to give money to very important areas like health, like education, to indigenous people, environment. But it's difficult because before Bolsonaro Bolsonaro lost the election, no? Is it correct? Lost.
Yes, yes.
The election, he took from the government public money 400 billions, and this public money would be put in social programs.
Yes.
You know, and but now we don't have money. You know, he's trying, and he's a very good man. He suffered a lot from fake news and lies. You know, he has a good intention to help people, especially socially, you know, and the environment.
Yes, I want to bring this up, a very important point, because we know that Brazil had an insurrection, just like here in America. Does that sound familiar, folks?
After Bolsonaro's election, Brazil's environmental agencies had their budgets slashed. His economic policies are focused on developing the economy inside the Amazon rainforest.
At least.
Yes. So what are the chances of people getting him reelected? That's the first thought that went through my mind.
Oh my goodness, this is like a nightmare. Please, I don't want to think about. But it's possible because he's not here. He's in Florida. But he said, I'm going back to Brazil, and I'll be in a presidency again.
Oh, no.
And he has many followers yet, despite everything he did, you know. But
Why?
people, yeah, but you know, people, his followers are equal, you know, and they are a lot of prejudice, you know. They don't like indigenous people, they don't like black people, they don't like women, they don't like simple people, because in Brazil we have a lot of people living in a poor, and in the last 4 years living on the streets,
Corruption, governmental
corruption,
corruption.
yeah, corruption, just
We have
lies.
an article about that. Let me add it to the stream here. And this corroborates what you're saying. How can people help? Can we speak to our representatives? Would that help to get funding to help? I mean, the rainforest, if it goes, we all go.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about what we can do.
Yes. Look, in 4 years, he spent $15 million in her corporate card, and more. He put secrecy in 1,040 something hundred things and actions. We don't know because of him. Lula is now cutting off, breaking the secrets, and but we didn't know if he had take a vaccination against COVID. Now we know he took a vaccination, but he's saying, "Oh no, the system were hacked." No bullshit. No. So he took 15 millions, and people still support him. I can't understand. I really can't understand.
Yeah.
15 millions. Okay.
What does he promise? Why would people follow him? Do they think it's?
I don't know, because I think they are similar. Economic, for sure, economic reason, but they like him because it's not just the economic people or bankers or financial groups which support him. Is people. Almost 50% of our electors voted him.
What can people do to help? What can we do?
He needs to be judged, for crime against humanity, and we need to be united.
We're outside your country. So what people outside your country, people inside your country,
Yeah.
it is a network. But
yes.
What about we Americans here or other people, or Europeans or whoever, about the environment? What can we do?
I think we support good NGOs, because we still have bad NGOs which received money from the government just to wash. Okay. It's like a laundry. But
are you talking about angels? I didn't understand this.
No, I'm about people in general. Support good NGOs, and the government from US needs to support Lula's government. I know Biden gave maybe 5 million to Amazon forest, to programs for Amazon forest, but we need more. We need more support.
Who is giving the donations? That's still unclear. Who is giving the donations? Where is the funding coming from?
Funding.
Nonprofit agencies across the world.
Yeah, but government,
governments.
Government, German government, US, and Norwegian government. They are giving money to save Amazon forest.
They're giving aid, and the aid is not going to the correct places. Is that what you're saying?
No, sorry, no. I mean, with Lula, presidents of Norway, from Biden, they are giving money to minimize the problems in Amazon forest. And we need more support, you know, like a coalition to guarantee that we will never more have problems like before. Deforestation, zero. You know, that's the goal of Lula.
That's wonderful. Will he be coming to the United States to talk to our government? Will he be making appearances? And how can people of the world support, since he is the key point there? We all need to fix this problem because they say that we have used up between 14 and 20% of the rainforests, and the tipping point is 25%. We are very close. We are barreling towards extinction. It's a worldwide problem. Again, I keep coming back to this. You're saying we need to support his efforts, encourage our governments to do so, but to ensure that there are people, watch guards, making sure that the money goes to the right sources. Is that part of this whole?
Yeah. But with Lula, I feel more secure about the money and the way the government is using, you know. We need all kind of help, especially activists here, because Brazil, during Bolsonaro government, 111 activists were killed.
Wow.
You know, yeah, it's like 13 activists killed.
How were they killed?
13 days, you know, it's 13 days.
How were they killed?
A famous case. Do you remember Don Phillips, a British journalist?
Yes.
You know, he was burnt and buried. Don Phillips and Bruno Pereira. So they just shot every kind of way, like a terrible way to kill someone. Brazil is very dangerous for activists.
Oh my gosh.
Related to me, for the last 4 years, I received threats, intimidations, and they also do something. It's like persecution through lawsuits. And you go to the court. You need to have a lawyer, and you spend a lot of money, you know, and was tough. And I had support from MAP, Francisco Guerreiro from the Greens Party, and Union of Journalists in Sao Paulo, and the National Federation of Journalists of Brazil, now national, and politicians, because were tough, you know. And here I can say I survived from Bolsonaro government, you know, because it's like cyber attacks, threats, you know, it's intimidation. Once I was I gave a speech in a city 100 kilometers from here. When I was coming back, I was like surrounded by motorcycle and car, you know.
Oh
my case went to the public prosecutors, you know, and yeah, it was horrible times, you know. I couldn't sleep. I had burnout because I was working a lot. I was denouncing all the things. In fact, everything started in July 2nd, 2008, when Bolsonaro, 2018, 2018, when Bolsonaro then candidate, you know, I denounced his political about pesticides and indigenous lands, livestock, you know, and it started at that time.
Yes, I want to show a clip, the last clip I have, and we want to talk about the Pantanal. We're almost out of time. Let's go ahead.
Gold mining in the Amazon rainforest is attractive for the high yield of gold.
O volume de ouro é relativo, entendeu? Porque às vezes ela pode estar saindo, às vezes ela pode estar tendo uma produção de 70, 80, 100 gramas por dia. Fazer a separação do ouro das outras partes, a água é o necessário nesse processo das partículas. E aí o ouro mais pesado ele vai acelerar.
After extensive panning, mercury is used to extract gold from the mud through a process called amalgamation.
Mercury is being put into the water.
Yes.
And
yes.
you see, it's not just the miners are coming from huge corporations, what you said before. We have to emphasize this. I saw some of the people that were the illegal miners, and they were just indigenous people that happened to be convinced on the other side by the dark side. And so they're using the indigenous people, they're threatening the activists. It's an extreme political situation. And again, they had the insurrection. So the government is unstable. It's really critical, folks, that you share this out. That's another thing you can do. And also contact Silvana. We're going to have her contact information at the top of the post. As always, the links will be there. If you can help in any way, talk about the ways again that people can help. What are some of the resources? Obviously money, and also what are some of the other resources? You need doctors, you use many kinds of people to come and help. Talk about that if you would.
Yeah, we need all kinds of help. And I think we need to do a coalition and to have a funding, you know, to help and support programs, you know, because now everything is stopped. You know, they took money from activists, from NGOs, and we need all kind of help. But if you could be closer, it's good because we feel more secure. With Lula, it's different now. I have to say, I'm more tranquil, you know. But before were a hell, a really, really nightmare. But now it's better. But we are here to contribute with other activists around the world. And in US, we have very respect about what some activists from Canada and US and also Europe are doing for indigenous people, environment. We appreciate, but I would like to be closer, you know.
Yes. We have some comments. We all need to go to whole food, plant-based to solve. Yes, the cattle ranching is a big part of it, and help our health and the environment. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Brian. We also have Tom Vincel. Greed is a very short-sighted. Yes, Tom, exactly, exactly. Tina Walker, he should be jailed. Talking about the past president, Bolsonaro. People need food and water to live. Yes, it's criminal. They are destroying life, you know, all forms of life. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So,
we had, okay.
I was just going to say, we will have your contact information for anyone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We, our NGO, you can access on WhatsApp, on Instagram and Facebook is Anda News, ANDA, ANDA News. And our website is anda.jor.br. We are an NGO, but unfortunately, Org's pesticide company has this extension. So, and
Well,
please send questions, and if we could help, we are here to help.
yes, and of course, you don't have to remember that the URL. We will place it at the top. And you did say that there's a similar one, so we will place it at the top for people. We're getting some comments here. Let's see if we can read any more. Tom, again, I could think of someone in this country could share a cell with. Yes, I think what he's referring to is the political situation in America and how it was reflected. And it is such a problem with corruption and people being misinformation. And that's why, again, it's so important. One of the main things we can do to help is share information, help the small NGOs in other parts of the world, or nonprofits is what we call them in America. But we have to help small organizations like yours, Silvana, because giving donations to ANDA, I know that you will use it. You're an award-winning journalist, and you certainly know how to get the word out. And you're certainly a tough lady that you're risking your life. We have to thank you for that. Are there any last is there any last message you'd like to give our audience before we close? I'll give you this.
Thank you so much for your time, your space, and for all who took your time to listen. And it's very important for us, you know, when we have this kind of contact. We are vegan. Personally, I'm vegan I have been vegan for 18 years. I'm gluten-free as well. But we work with journalists, but also with social programs and helping people with vegan.
The other day when I called her, she was out. She is so hands-on. It's incredible. I just want to get that in there, that your organization also rescues animals. And particularly, do you get involved? This is another good question. Do you get involved in the rainforest rescue of the animals?
Oh, yeah. One of us went to the Pantanal. Yes. To help animals and rescue animals from the fires, you know. But now we don't have a lot because we don't have money. So our team was dismissed, but we are trying to hire again, because we do many things. We have project to plant trees, you know, libraries with animal rights books, things like that. Many projects. But now, after Bolsonaro, we lost historical contents on our website, and now we are like surviving, you know. But everything will be good. We just need to be patient, and everything will be okay soon.
I think patient and take action. We have to take action and not forget what's going on. Constantly remind people this is a critical problem where the rainforest is being burnt up, and without it, we all die.
Yes, and I would like to say about Pantanal. Pantanal is the huge, you know, the biggest I'm sorry, but land.
Ecosystem?
Wetland in the planet. The area is the largest area in the planet. And we lost with Bolsonaro 30% of this amazing ecosystem, unfortunately. And millions of species, animals and plants, fauna and flora, and, but we're here, and we will every single day work in defense of animals and the planet, not just here, but around the world.
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for being
Thank
on. I encourage my viewers to contact you, share out this information, and please, at least we not forget, this is an urgent situation. Thank you for watching Action Hour. Bye-bye until next time. Thank you for being
here,
Silvana. We love you. Thank you.
I love you too. I love you all. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.